Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Amazing Spider-Man issue 47. Ooh, that's a big one. We got Chasm and Hallows Eve here. So, this kind of fits, at least beginning-wise, to set us up for this arc. They don't take too much screen time in here, but we'll see how they kind of work out. So we start off in Red Hook, and I gotta tell you, I love the art in this issue. It's by guest artist Todd Nauk. Probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but it just really fits, and I really kind of love how we kind of go here. So we see someone singing blood and bones, please, you are only blood and bones. You have the wrong guy, I don't know who you are. But you know the mayor meet, and the mayor knows Madeline Pryor, and Madeline Pryor has Ben Riley. So, if you want to keep your lungs, you will bring the mayor to me. But Mayor Cage is a good man, and my friend, I won't do it. Then we play a game, eeny, meeny, mutilate, Mo. It's like, ah, shit! That's not good. Take a finger, take a toe. Please stop, babe, huh? It's okay, you can let him go. I'm back. Ben? Ben? I wasn't gonna hurt him, I don't think. I just wanted them to let you out. It's like, you're about to fucking chop his ass with a giant kind of like knife thing. Oof. And then we see this actually really, I do like this page of them kind of embracing there. It just really kind of, it's just really good art. And I kind of like how the purple and the orange work together. It's like, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, Ben, you're free. How? It's a long story, but here I am. You didn't miss Web of Spider-Man last month, did you, Nattering Nick? I did, but okay. And I found someone who's going to fix me once and for all, that's right. And you will have to keep, and all you have to do is keep an open mind. Dear God, not you. It's like, when even Hallows Eve is like, not this person, we'll have to see how that works out. So then we shift to the Lower East Side, as we see that, so let me get this straight, MJ. You're not coming to this? I don't know what this thing is. Aunt Anna set it up? Yeah, she said someone from Ravencroft wanted to go over a few details regarding her release. You remember her nurse, Shay? I'm meeting her in a few seconds. That's weird. Why wouldn't I need to be there too, unless you don't think, oh no, as they fucking realize. Hi, Peter. Hi, Shay. What is she wearing? I'll call you back. Do you think it's a... Goodbye, Mary Jane. Rolls up talking to an ex on a first date. Not what I'd do. Oh, of course it's... Like, Peter, of course it's a date. It's like... But the thing is, yes, kind of an ex, but, like, it's a complicated situation. Later. And this actually goes better than the lawyer chick, Michelle. I'm sorry, Anna told me this was just about her release from Ravencroft. She told me the same thing. But you knew she was setting us up. You didn't get that? Of course. Nope. Like, I'd just be like, if it's a date, fine, tell me it's a date. Like, granted, I'm really on Peter's kind of wavelength here. It's like, if you're telling me you're meeting me to talk about something, I'm gonna come thinking I'm talking about something. I'm sorry, I've never been fantastic at this stuff, but lately I felt especially incompetent. I feel you there, Peter. You know what? It's fine. Dating is supposed to be hard. It can actually be kind of off-putting if someone is too good at it. I am actually with you there, Shay. Well then, this is your lucky day. What are you having? Later still. So finally, I just say, look, Hippo. Look, Hippo has clearly put on weight, and Plant Man won't stop crying. What is going on? Oh no. Joystick cracked, told me everything. Plant Man summoned an army of little plant people to free him, but they went to the wrong cell. Hippo just laid on his back and let them fall into his mouth, gobbled them up for hours like some kind of Roman emperor. That is hilarious. I mean, I think it is. The plant people weren't sentient, were they? Gosh, I hope not. It's interesting that he can have these kind of conversations with her. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll see if this actually kind of works out. I.e., just to at least have her within the cast of supporting cast, at least to have Peter to have someone else to talk to. You have to excuse me, I work with murderers and villains all day. If I couldn't find the humor in my job, I would go crazy. I completely understand, and it's cool that Pete would. Will we be staying for dessert? I think we will. Absolutely. Boop, boop. 1 sec. Forgot to silence my... Peter, in trouble. 39 Avenue C. I found it. Need Spider-Man. Oh no, Peter, I'm sorry. I... Need Spider-Man. Men with guns. I've got to go. My friend's in trouble. Oh, okay. It sucks because Pete's like... The look on his face like... I would really like to stay here, but I have someone that's in trouble. I gotta help them. This is something that happens. It's not personal. I mean, I like you a lot, and I love that he's like, ah, skipping dessert. I guess so. In that case, and it's like, I understand her grumble, but I also understand Pete. Betty, what have you gotten yourself into? She's been looking for a way to clear Ned's name after that hobgoblin mess. As we see him changing into a Spidey outfit. Neat Spider-Man. Well, Betty, I just love. And then we get to the art. I've been liking how the regular people have been drawn, but I've also liked Chasm and Halsey, and I love this Spidey page. This, yeah, here he comes. And it just keeps getting better throughout the issue. Alphabet City. Room's clear. Mine too. That means she's out of places to hide. Come out. Come on out. Fuck, the window. I'll call for more men. She won't get far. If what Kingsley says is true, it's going to be hard to convince her to keep her mouth shut. That's why we're just going to kill her, you idiot. Boss, window's jammed. Ain't nobody went through this. But ain't that exciting news as we see Betty hiding. It's like, ah, shit. Come here. Oh, God, did you call the cops? Answer me. No, I promise. You're Betty Brant, right? The Betty Mr. Kingsley told to stop digging in his business? The Betty we're supposed to get real mean with if she doesn't listen? Or do I got the wrong Betty? And the dude's like, ah! That face is like, no. And then we get Spidey coming in. Some good old Spidey action. Whack. Huh? Gark! Crash. Wrong Betty. And I just love him coming in. He is not having this shit. He's back. Back. And I like how Spidey just like webs up the one dude and then utilizes his foot to like crack him back down. It's like, boom. Don't make me fuck. Crack. And then he just does a punch to the dude. That was, wow, I remember you being funnier. You don't get jokes when you point a gun at my friend's face. Wait, did you come here alone? And I like that. Spidey's like, I ain't fucking around here. A lead dropped in my lap, and I had to move fast. I found the thing that can get my husband out of prison. The Winkler device. You said Roderick Kingsley used it to brainwash Ned, turn him into the Hobgoblin, but the police never found it. I needed to prove he's innocent. Do you think one of these guys knows where it is? Maybe I shouldn't have hit them so hard. No, you don't understand. I found it. It's here. And I like the Spidey mask and then that look of surprise. It's like, that. It's good to find art that does that. Like, granted, we haven't had any kind of issues with that, but I love seeing different kind of artists and how they kind of do the surprise Spidey. Oscorp, are you sure? Of course I'm sure. You've been spamming the Oscorp email server for 2 hours. Your device is compromised with malignant code. Will I get it back? I wouldn't think so. Maybe I suggest enabling two-factor authentication in the future. I did. Dang, Doug, Connors told you not to use that thing around the living brain. Are you going to tell him? Are you kidding me? He'd kill me. Besides, whatever virus I picked up was spamming restaurant promotions. Does that sound like a master plan the living brain would come up with? Could this have something to do with Spidey's upcoming free comic book day adventure? Didn't hear it from me. Nick the Narc. It's like, ooh, so we'll have that to look forward to. Yeah, free comic book day. Less than a month. But I'm like, this dude's a dumb fuck. I'm like, there are protocols in place, so this shit doesn't happen. But there will be people that will be like, I can do that shit. And then, of course, stupid shit happens. And then we get back to Spidey and Betty. It's like, you weren't wrong, Betty. That's the Winkler device, all right. You go call the police. I'm not leaving. I can't risk it disappearing again. I do not fault Betty for that. I do that with insects and shit. Like, if I find one around the house, I mainly call for someone else, so that way either one of us can get something to kill the motherfucker, or, like, or keep an eye on it. You know what I mean? Because the minute you go to try and get something, it's like, oh, look, there's a bug. Chip, 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 chip. Fucking gone. And then you're just sitting in the house being like, where's that fucking thing? And then it comes at you and you're like, ah! So, yes, even though that sounds very strange and not really close to, like, this giant kind of device just being destroyed or moving out of its own accord, I completely understand. Make sure it doesn't walk out of here. Exactly. They are following the system. Spider-Man, there's a dog? I love this. It's like, that's like a werewolf. And I love Spidey's like, in what world is that a dog? Careful. That's my girl you're talking about. But Ben? And it's like, okay. And this is what I don't get. She's got all these masks and everything. Why the fuck did she pick werewolf? Now, granted, if the artist wanted to draw a werewolf, that's a fucking good werewolf. And I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, why don't you do that? Chasm, thanks to you, and you know Hallows Eve. Who's your friend, Spider-Man? Oh, that's the love of his life, Betty Jane. Oh, that's not my Brant. Her name is Betty Brant. Pretty sure it's Betty Jane. Ben, you're confused. You need help, and I love this. Pete's like, I just want to fucking help you, dude, please. Help is exactly why we're here, on the advice of our therapist. Queen Goblin, are you fucking shitting me? It's like, fuck. And if Queen Goblin's your therapist, no. It isn't Spider-Man. You've been up to no good, haven't you? Is this as bad as it looks? If history's a guide, it's even worse. And I'm completely there with Spidey and his facepalm. I'm like, what? What? What do you mean, what? I mean, we dealt with the Norman fucking thing. I'm like, what do you mean he's been up to no good? Whatever. I'm like, okay, you crazy, crazy batshit person. Then we get pretty cool fan letters, and then we get a preview of the next issue's cover. So, I really liked this issue because the story and the art were just fucking on point for me. I liked seeing the regular people and how they had good styles. I liked how we had how Chasm, Hallows Eve, Queen Goblin, and Spidey were drawn, and the action was done. I like seeing Spidey in different kind of situations, because when he's just going off and doing his kind of funny stick, when he's in his like normal kind of situation, cool. But seeing that Betty, someone that he cared for, was in trouble, he was fucking serious as shit. He's like, you don't get jokes when you're doing that shit. Fuck that noise. And I liked how Shay the nurse was kind of integrated in here. I'm interested, like, if she becomes a love interest, cool. If she just becomes a supporting cast that Pete can talk about weird, stupid villain stuff, that's also cool. I'm like, oh, okay. Michelle was interesting because of the different kind of conflicts that kind of occurred because of her being Tombstone's lawyer. That just was interesting to see them kind of clash and friction like that. Here, it's kind of like, oh, okay, they've got similar kind of job, kind of problems, and deal with it with humor. Interesting. We'll have to see how that kind of goes. Like, I wasn't going in, like, having any kind of issues or whatnot, so, like, I'm interested to see how that kind of works. I'm usually more partial to the Peter and MJ pairing, but I'm alright to kind of see where this kind of goes. And see what Queen Goblin is going to do with the Winkler device, probably to try and switch or whatnot Pete's mind or like certain memories to Chasm, and see how that kind of goes. We'll have to see how this kind of works out, but I'm totally sold on this at the moment, and I cannot wait to see what goes on next from here. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.